Stacie Porter-Bilger with the Proof Point Podcast. And today we kind of have switch the script here. I have John Overton here, and we're going to talk about search marketing and all things small businesses. So, John, thanks for having me today. It's amazing space.
Hey, thanks for coming, and thanks for letting me sit in your chair. I'm excited to talk to you and kind of learn some stuff here about AI and marketing. So let's just dive in.
Yeah, let's dive in.
So a topic that's really hot right now in AI and marketing is AI search. My title here is AI Search, the New Rules of Being Found.
Right.
So for somebody like me, admittedly, I'm a little bit new to this topic as well. I don't really know much about AI search. How would you explain it to me as if I'm clueless?
I gotcha. Well, you know, if you're on Google and you type in, ideas for, say you're taking a trip and you're it's like what are the best things to do in Toronto, Canada? I don't know, or Indianapolis, Indiana. Mm-hmm. You'll see what happens on a couple things. Well, right now, and search itself is changing on a regular basis. Sometimes the search results are right there at the top, and Gemini is generating to you some suggestions on what you should do in Indianapolis, Indiana. And so it's changing the way people receive their information. Now, how do you get into those results? You have to think about it a little bit differently. You still have to do the same things in old school SEO. SEO is still an important place, especially in certain markets. You get results right below the what's called GEO or AI search, or what I call now is search everywhere. I mean, it's really what it is. You have to make sure that your sites and your online presence can be found in multiple places.
It's just SE now.
It's just SE search. Yeah. Yep. And so what it is, and it's changing. If you look at your analytics or your traffic to your site, you're going to see more and more people coming from ChatGPT or other search engines in your analytics. And one thing we are seeing is if you are found in those LLMs, those learning models, those AI resources or tools, you have higher conversion rate. Because when they get there, it gives you credibility. And you also you already answered some of the questions to get there. Because in order to be there, you have to have, serve as your sales tool. It needs to be really answering those questions. So I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, well, I kind of want to dive a little deeper.
Yeah.
I mean, the old SEO playbook was keywords, backlinks. What's the new playbook look like?
Yeah.
I mean, what are you doing differently for clients to optimize for this?
So that's the basics, though. You still have to have a well-structured site.
Yep.
I mean, I always kind of talk about it from a house standpoint. So a house, you have to have a structured house. You don't want to have bad plumbing or bad electricity or bad wiring, because both Google search engines and AI bots have to crawl your site. So you still have to have that infrastructure. You still have to have that signage on your site telling people what you do. Then you have to go the next level of actually providing more information, FAQs, questions and answers. When people are in AI tools, they're asking questions, they're prompting, they're asking for more information. So your sites and your online presence has to also do the same. So it has to be contextual. So as well, in order to pull it. In addition, the PR piece is also really important, because these LLMs, these tools look for credibility in order to pull you up. Mm-hmm. So, Reddit maybe, or other business listings also are important to reference you.
Yeah.
Chambers of Commerce, Better Business Bureaus, saying that you're a valid source are even more important. So backlinks, yes, but not fake backlinks. That was never a good thing for SEO anyway. Mm-hmm. But PR is important as far as helping you with being that answer now in these Gemini or ChatGPT or others.
From the viewpoint of a consumer, do you feel like AI search is more trustworthy than like Google search because of its advancements, or are we just equal, or are we still getting there? Or?
Well, I think it just kind of maybe depend on the product or industry, but we are seeing higher conversion rates when somebody comes from an AI source.
Platform, yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting to
valuable
watch.
information.
It is. So, and they're also a consumer that's doing deeper analysis about what they're purchasing or service that they're looking for.
They're going a step beyond. They've embraced AI. They want to know.
They're looking for it. We gave the example of travel. Okay, so I'm traveling in Indianapolis, and then what museums do I go to? What source do I use? Do I want to do this particular adventure when I go to Toronto or whatever? So, and so it's helping the consumer get the answers. And they basically have taken their whole itinerary, and decide, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and this is what I'm going to buy.
It's almost an indicator that they're more interested in whatever they're trying to find out.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. A lot of small businesses, we talk about websites. There's a new playbook now, but going by that old playbook throughout decades, they have a lot of blog posts and website content.
Yeah.
Is that archive an asset or a liability? Does it become obsolete, or does it still help you with AI?
It does help you with AI, but what you need to do is you need to structure it differently.
So you have to kind of almost go back, or okay.
So oftentimes, what we'll do is look at old. Look at your traffic. What blogs get the most traffic, still or in the past. You can revive those and update them and restructure them and republish them. So you're not having to create all new content, but there's a way to structure it. So actually on our site, we there's free resources on our site to kind of show you how to structure it. But it's almost like summarizing at the top what this article is about. So you're kind of giving the LLMs the information about what this article is about right out of the gate. So when they're crawling your site, they understand, okay, this piece of content is going to answer this person's questions. So you help them not search through the blog. You kind of
just point to it for them.
You point to it and you summarize it. Obviously, internal links are important, and it kind of gives validation and those pieces. So there are ways to structure that content to help your odds of it actually being pulled in a result for in an AI tool. So just repurpose some of your old blog content. Content still is king, as we always said. But it's how it's structured.
Yeah.
And that's going to be really important.
What about reviews and local listings? How does AI search change the role of real people reviewing, recommending businesses and products? That's
the old school SEO, and it's also AI. I mean, what problem do you solve? And then you're credible. And there's no question. Reviews, quality links, not a huge number. It's just about quality links back to your site. And reviews still play a role, and especially will play a role significantly in local businesses that people make decisions. There's no question in the marketing world, people read reviews, they look at your reviews and make decisions based on reviews.
Yeah.
And so do AI. So does AI.
Yeah. You got to just blend it all together.
Yeah.
How's AI search affecting paid search and Google Ads?
And that's
is that still worth it to do for a small business?
Oh, it depends on the business. Yes.
Yeah.
And again, it depends on where your customers are and who your target market is. Google. If you're selling a product specifically, you see Google Merchant Center at the top, still above AI results. Google drives that. Most people are still on Google, so they're going to keep your ads up there. It's a big money maker for them. So there's no question that ads, and so does Meta. It's going to be, they're going to prioritize ad results. But I think you should think strategically about where you want to spend your ad dollars. You're going to see, and they've already started seeing, that there are going to be ads and results on these AI platforms. And so they're going to have to continue to look at how they make money. So different ones will have put more resources towards, ads. But when you have Gemini when you have Google and Meta leaders in the space, AI is playing a role on ads that you have to be cautious with, though. A lot of these platforms are pushing automations and ad automations within their ad platforms, which your actual goal. So AI is not perfect on the results side of things.
Yeah.
So you can waste dollars if you don't. We're cautious on using Gemini or Meta AI automations in total.
And that's to promote your own company? Or
Yes. So if we're doing
obviously for anyone. But
when we're doing ads for our clients, more and more Gemini or Google is pushing their AI automations within their platforms. And some of it's really good and some of it's not. So you just have to watch that.
Yeah, keep an eye on it.
Because the standpoint of you know better what your target audience is than Google does, even though they think they do. So it's a balancing act. You're going to see these platforms automate the ad creation process. That's kind of the back end setup a little bit, the nerdy stuff. So, but anyway, it's going to continue to evolve because these companies want to make money.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, have you seen an uptick in your own business, just clients coming to you that found you on AI? Like, is it something that you've noticed from that seat?
Yeah, we have, and we obviously are doing what we recommend our clients to do. So there's no question about it. And we've had, I think I've had this conversation offline. We've had clients win on Google on Gemini and ChatGPT, game-changing clients. And so once you see the value and the quality of client that you're getting too, by the way, because you're already answering their questions. They've already kind of understand who you are more.
Yeah.
So they're actually the right target.
It's going back to what you said about the travel wrecks. People just are more interested almost, and they're getting more information when they use
right.
AI
And
search.
so you're giving them more information before they come to you, and that's why those conversion rates are often higher when they're coming from. But you have to make sure, back to the whole structure of your site, do you have titles and metas? Do you have schema? That's another word we use in the SEO world, so that when these bots are searching for your site, they're getting the right information. And then again, the content, and then the authority piece, which is, people recommend you, they give you, reviews, or they link back to you as an authority. All those things still matter.
And you said schema? What is that?
Schema is basically code you put on your site.
Gotcha.
That gives those bots that crawl your site clear information about what this page is about, and so it's basically a roadmap.
I see.
For these bots that crawl your site, and so it's important it's just the details. If you have a house, you just want to make sure that you have the wiring correctly.
Yeah.
So everything functions.
Absolutely. Where is this heading? Right now, it's still a blend of the old and the new. As we get 10 years down the road, is AI going to, what becomes obsolete, if anything? Right now, it seems like we're trying to figure out how to make all these components work together. Google, SEO, ads, AI. How does AI continue to shape,
it will continue to shape the industry significantly. It's going to, I don't know what 10 years look like, but I can't.
5 even. It's hard to say because it's so, I get it.
I'll tell you, the rapid growth of AI's ability in the last 6 months has been, rapid. Most things don't change over time, over 2 to 3 years. It is just rapidly changing. So all I can tell you is, I think it's our role and business's role to make AI better. And that is back to making sure it has the clear information about your company and the services you provide, and then doing it in a way that it can receive it. It will dominate marketing. It will dominate how people work efficiently and effectively from a workflow standpoint.
The possibilities
are endless.
Yeah.
But the premise still is important to understand who are your customers and where are they.
Yeah.
Will still matter.
That's still the basics. And I think what's really important about this is, people are afraid of AI kind of erasing maybe the human element. But if your business is still relationship based, like that is still important, but you still have to embrace AI from a marketing standpoint, or you're just going to get left behind. Like, you can still be in the field, making authentic, human connections, building a book of business and word of mouth. But when it comes to digital marketing, you just can't ignore AI.
You cannot ignore AI at all.
You have to either educate yourself on it or get with a company like Proof Digital who's going to help you navigate it.
Right. I mean, if you've even, looked at Google and how it's evolved over time about the results that come up when you're looking for something, when you go there, you can see it looks different all the time.
I notice it, searching for anything.
Before you didn't even have products at the top, right? If you're selling products. Now, the whole, they're all, if you're looking for a particular product, all you do is see its products.
Yeah.
And two, you'll see Gemini now kind of dominate your search results at the top. It still matters. Are you there? Are you in the top 3? Are you part of Gemini? I mean, are you part of the AI results? If you're not, people don't look past it too much. They already don't look past the front page. If you're not, if you're not there, it's going to be difficult. So you have to either invest in making sure that happens, or coming up with a different marketing strategy. So it's going to be really important. It's going to continue to evolve and change. And Google is a business, so they're going to balance those things from a ad standpoint. They're going to balance it from search result standpoint.
Yeah. So let's talk actionable items. What should a small business owner do this week? I mean, not eventually, like tomorrow, to start getting ready for the AI search world, which is obviously already happening rapidly around them, if they've not already embraced it.
Right.
What's step one?
Well, step one, first, we're going to go back to marketing basics. What problem do you solve? How you can be really clear on your marketing message and who you want to target. Then you can do a simple AI audit of your site to kind of see where you're at. I mean, that's a simple tool. Our company, there's tools that you can put your site in to see where you actually stand. I think that's really important.
Cool. Yeah,
that's a really important thing to understand if you are actually anywhere on
just get basically a report card.
A report card of where you're at. I think, and being really clear on how you can make these tools a sales arm for you. Yeah, and that is important whether you're doing relationship type of business or you're doing an AI as your sales tool.
So if your business, if Proof Digital disappeared from Google tomorrow and you had 90 days to get it back, knowing everything you know about AI search, what do you do first? How do you approach? Or I guess marketing in general,
if you disappeared, I would still
theoretically.
Website homepage. Website.
Get something to
you got to have your home base.
Yeah.
You got home base. I would be really specific on the industries that I want to go after, and build content around that. And again, the website structurally sound. It means that you have to dot your I's and cross your T's when you're building a site. You just can't just build a site and people come. It's just like I said, a building. It has to have the foundation. So I would start with a website, and then I would do Google My Business, a Google Business Profile. So if
you haven't mentioned that yet. Yeah,
we really haven't.
That's an important piece. Let's talk about that a little bit.
It really is, and that's especially geographic businesses. It is the foundation for every business should have your Google Business Profile up. It's your name, address, and phone number to make sure it's consistent across the internet. It's so important. So I guess I would do that to make sure my name of my business, how you reach me, is consistent around on the internet. You'll see Google Business Profile come up when, especially when you Google a local restaurant or a local business, or you're trying to find what construction companies are in my area. It really is sometimes an overlooked marketing tool for companies.
Just a simple Google
Business. It's free.
Is there a cost? Free?
Free? It's a Google Business Profile.
Yep.
You need to make sure your name, address, and phone number, and in 200 words or less. What do you do?
Yeah.
And then categorize, we're a restaurant. Categorize, we're a construction management company.
Just clarity. That's what I keep hearing. It's just, if you get the simple things right,
get the simple things
really
right.
set yourself up for success.
Yeah, so get those simple things right. And making sure that not only on Google Business Profile, there's hundreds of business listings out there. There's tools like Bright Local or others that you can use to kind of push it out to all those listings. Again, that's a signal a trust signal for Google and others that you're actually a legit business. So I think if I disappeared, I would definitely work on a website and get my business profile in line.
Yeah. So Stacie, is there like a case study you can cite to really highlight how impactful AI search can be?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a great partner, a great client out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, the Highmark Tech Systems. They do semi-permanent structures like for NCAA or golf tournaments or a lot of events in Vegas or whatever. This past spring, 6 months ago, we actually purposely came up with a strategy from a standpoint of coming up with semi-permanent structures, which was a search term. So we purposely structured their site in a way to be found for that particular product or service that they provided, and created content, something called pillar pages, which is actually a specific content page that's in depth. Anytime you actually look at semi-permanent structures, they're like 1, 2, and 3. And they landed some of the biggest deals from actually the biggest client you can ever get.
Awesome.
So now I think that we've been partnering with this company for several years, and I think it's going to continue for a while because this is their strongest year ever as a company. They're a small business, family-owned business in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I think their team will attest to how they actually got this lead, and we can track it back specifically to how this young person probably looked for this major organization and landed it. So,
can we say who it is?
I cannot.
That's fine, but that's a great story.
But let's just say,
it
is.
It's life-changing business opportunity.
Big, yes, big visibility opportunity for them, and they believe in it now, and we're being more intentional of building out more strategies. The site structure is good. But then again, okay, we're going to go after this product or service. How do we make sure that we were there in these learning models? So it clearly answers the questions, again, of those consumers and what they're looking for. And so when they dominate it, that's a lot easier in those results. Now their competitors see that. Now they're working at it too. So now we got to continue to make sure that we are building upon that credibility. But again, it's about a business strategy to say, I really want to go after this market. This is an area of our, semi-permanent is something we're hearing our consumer, again, offline. We're hearing our customers use this language around what they're looking for. And so then you build that content, you build that answer, you build out that credibility, and then you win.
Yeah. What I'm hearing is don't leave anything on the table when it comes to AI. Utilize this technology and this new era to really...
it can change your business.
Yeah, elevate your business. Stacie, thanks for letting me take your seat.
Yeah, it's been a great time.
It's been awesome talking with you. I'm going to let you take us out here.
Thanks for joining today on the Proof Point Podcast. We've had an amazing conversation around AI search with Roundtable Recording Company. Thanks, John, for joining us today.
Pleasure.